Before I started creating my magazine, I needed to do further research into my audience, on their age and where they would most likely lie in my ABC1's rating and their subculture. Subculture is a theory by Dick Heberdage in 1979, where he basically said that everybody is divided into different groups depending on what they wear, what music they listen to, and what they do. For examples of subcultures, these can be goths, emos, mods, grunge, indie, and the list goes on. So, I was making a musical theatre magazine. In musical theatre, you have theatre geeks and theatre kids. Theatre kids are normally people aged 5 to 19 that love theatre, and theatre geeks are anyone enthusiastic with things theatre, mostly older than 20. So I went for the theatre geeks, as this covers a larger range. Even the people outside of my target age range could read the magazine if they wanted to. The most likely of areas that people would like to read will probably come from more urban areas than rural, as they are closer to theatres and expensive areas such as the big city centres. I've also settled on what subculture I would concentrate and pick a model of who looked like they would be into musical theatre. Luckily, I am part of a performing arts group, and one of my best friends is an aspiring musical theatre performer, so since he'll fit the bill perfectly, I chose him and put him in a suit and made him look respectable, stylish, and also match the front cover of the M magazine I was pastiching. I created a call sheet for when my photos were to be taken. We chose to do it at the model's house, as this would get the shadow that I wanted easy, and it would be easy for the transport for the model. I had to make sure that my model was right and had taken the right photos, and the main model normally indicates which subculture would buy the magazine. For example, this Mojo magazine shows that with Johnny Marr, it is for an older classical rock subculture, as he is an older musician who has been around and was big in about 30 years ago with the Smiths. So it will interest about 30 to 50-year-olds more than the younger audience, and males, as it is rock, rather than females who stereotypically prefer contemporary pop music. My model is 17 but looks a little older. His age brings the younger audience, while the topics interest the older audience too. He is a male, so this appeals to the male audience, but he's also an ideal self, so it brings in a female. He's an ideal partner, so it brings in a female readership too. As it is musical theatre, it will bring both genders in. This is how I try to create an equal gender split, with my age range and subculture in mind, whilst picking a model. The majority of my photos in my magazine are male, so this appeals to the male gender. A little more, as there are more females are interested and involved in the performing arts industry. So, since there are more females in the performing arts industry, appealing to the males will bring more males in and less females, meeting each other around about halfway. I used the competition to win theatre tickets. This represents my subculture, as they would like to win free theatre tickets to a show rather than a muddy festival or see a rapper in the O2 Arena.